Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me coming at you again with another vid. Well, it's been reporting another big fight, this time in the UFC, will be postponed or canceled, I should say, and that's the Conor McGregor versus Rafael Dos Anjos fight that's coming up and was supposed to be scheduled in next week. um, it's reported here that Dos Anjos suffered a broken foot during training, and he wanted to ride it out and see how his foot would feel going into the week. And it appears, based off his management, based off this the severity of the injury, I'm not sure if it's that serious, but based off the injury itself, his management decided to pull him out of the fight against Conor McGregor. Um, Now the UFC is scrambling to find a replacement opponent for McGregor, and apparently it's also been reported that Donald Cerrone, Cowboy, is willing to step in and face McGregor. Now, if you ask me personally, I think this would be a damn good fight because Cerrone did get steamrolled by Dos Anjos, so that would explain why this matchup between Dos Anjos and McGregor was set up to begin with. Um, Now, however, Cerrone was able to redeem himself and take out Oliveira in their fight about a week and a half ago, I believe, and he looked pretty impressive in there. So I know some of you guys may argue that, well, I don't think Cerrone should deserve the shot at McGregor because, first of all, McGregor is still the featherweight champion. And if he can still make the weight, then Frankie Edgar, who's ranked the #1 contender at the featherweight division, should get that shot against McGregor for the pay-per-view. Well, I mean, yeah, I like Frankie Edgar. That may be a good point, but if you want to look at it from more entertainment value and more stylistically, I think Cerrone would be a better matchup for McGregor than Edgar. Now, again, I'm not, discrediting Frankie Edgar. He is a very dangerous fighter, but stylistically, I think Cerrone would be a good matchup for him. Be a better matchup. But if not just a better matchup, be a more intriguing fight, if you ask me. If this fight has to be made, given the styles, I would say McGregor has the edge because he knows how to control his distance. But the only problem with McGregor is he keeps his hands down low a lot. So that's my problem with him. And he's got a little better with his ground game, too, especially with his ground defense. So we'll see what happens in the next coming days to see who McGregor's replacement opponent will be. Because, mind you, this upcoming UFC event, which is UFC 196, will be on pay-per-view. And on that card is Holly Holm versus Miesha Tate for the women's bantamweight title. So that will be another good fight, too. Now I'm going to be looking forward to. Now, if let's just say, I'm going to go back to this for a second. Let's just say that if Cerrone and the McGregor fight does happen, why does Dana White make that an interim title fight? And then the winner of that fight gets a shot at Dos Anjos. Now, if Cerrone does somehow beat McGregor, which would be one of the biggest upsets in UFC history, I think that a lot of fans will not like the idea of a Cerrone and Dos Anjos 3 fight because, again, the first fight, yeah, it was a little more competitive against Dos Anjos and Cerrone, but given the second fight, yeah, I mean, Cerrone just got steamrolled. I mean, Dos Anjos just walked right through him and took him out in the first round. I mean, that was a one-sided beating. Jesus. But anyhow, I'm going to post a link to the articles below. I'm going to post a link to the articles in the description box below, I should say. Care to comment, share, subscribe. Sign it off. Peace.